Hello. I know, Mom.
You're not on yet.
Okay. Oh, good. I wasn't late. I'm actually here. Hello, everybody. What's it say? Reconnect. Are we having a connection issue tonight? Let's take a peek. Kate's here. Hi, Kate Kelly. Kathleen Anderson is here. It's looking like it's doing pretty good. Lisa Hissong, Eldonna, Dennis. Hello. Hi. Okay, so I'm super excited. I just thought I heard Boom Boom out there, the emu. Did anybody? I see her. Is that her? No, I see a shadow.
Yeah, she's just to the right.
Oh no, it's my brother. My brother and the emu are the same size. But I did hear her boom boom, because emus make a funny sound when they're trying
Did you
to
scare the,
find
emu
other
away?
people. I don't know.
I turned around and his face was this close to me.
Yeah, she's funny today. She's getting so big, and when they get bigger, they eat more and more and more. And if you don't feed them what they want at that minute, they get kind of I don't know, a little scary, because she's so tall now. I think she's like 6'1" or something, so it's pretty amazing. It's a big bird. Richard J. Alexander is watching. I hope you stay with us for a few minutes, Richard J. Alexander. But while I have you here, I'm just going to tell everybody who you are and why I love you so much. Richard J. Alexander was the executive producer and director when I joined Les Mis. He hired me. The story is in my book, and so he directed me in Les Mis. He cast me in Les Mis, and oh my God, I can't wait to tell the story about that. But suffice it to say that if I just had to roll it up in a ball, Richard J. Alexander, I went to audition for him, and I had only been singing for not that long professionally, and he told me, I really like you. I'd love to, I can't give you this job because I like you. You have to deliver the goods. And so he said, you go back to studying the way that you have been for the last year, and I will call you back. And when I do, you have to be ready. So that gave me such a motivation, though I was already highly motivated, because it was my dream to be in a Broadway musical and to do a great job. So I was just so I just didn't thought, well, maybe he's...
And we did your album, he says.
Yeah, and we did Sincerely Broadway together. So what was great, that was my album that we did after I did Les Mis. So he came in and produced that, and oh, I'll tell you, Richard J., you changed my life. I like to think of you as one of my most incredible angels. But I would, just to finish up that story, so I found a picture of him when I went to a Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS event. There was a picture of Richard J. Alexander, and I bought it, and I put his picture on the back of my door. This is when I lived in New York City, so that when I left the apartment to go do, I don't quite remember what soap, and I think it might have been Loving. But every time I went towards come down the hall, and I saw Richard's picture on the back of my front door, and I would talk to him every day. I'd say, you don't know why, but you're thinking about me today. You are going to call me back. I'll be ready for you. And I did this every day. I talked to the back of that front door every single time I passed by it. And I would talk to his picture, because and this is, you have to understand, this is before The Secret or the Law of Attraction or any of that came to the consciousness of our country. This is just how I lived my life, and staying positive and everything, and just willing something to happen, and also doing the work behind it. So eventually he did call me back in, and I did get the part. And Richard J. Alexander, you did change my life and continue to inspire me. It's been way too long since we've seen each other. So come to Las Vegas when this whole thing is over. I see Mr. Todd Fisher in the background. And, I'm just going to bring him in a second, but I want to say, you can buy that CD, by the way, if you ever, or I think you can listen to parts of Sincerely Broadway if you go to katherinehicklin.com. And it's a great, calming, wonderful CD we made with like a 20-piece orchestra, Broadway orchestra, and it's, it's all your favorite songs from Broadway shows. with two guys that I just love and haven't seen either in a long, long time. But before I bring Todd on, you know what? It was a weird day. Not weird bad. It's just that a lot of people last night late, I don't know if you read my blog because you have to sign up for it and it comes into your email box every day. But I talked about a friend of mine that I hadn't spoken to in a really long time who called me in the middle of the night. And, he's usually really confident and a little cocky and a great personality, really. But he just sounded like very different. He was scared. And I think being in the house a lot and people listening to the news a lot, and I think people just thinking and thinking too much because, what we're in. Of course, everybody's feeling a little strange, but people today have been writing me a lot, and I know that you're feeling a lot of, I think you're feeling a lot of fear and uncertainty and all that stuff. So I just want you to know that, and I saw what you wrote, Amy, and that's really sad. But, we have to stay in the house. We have to let them get this under control. I think there's a bit of really good news out there. And I think that, why we're doing this is really important. And I mean, why we're staying inside. They're seeing remarkable changes in Korea and China. And Italy has to get under control. And, so being inside is important for us to do. They're working on a stimulus package. They're working on things. We are not in control of any of it. The only thing we're in control of is actually staying in the house the way we're supposed to and making the most out of it. That's the truth. We can't change it except by staying in the house and not letting people come to visit and not, we have to do what we have to do. And so
We're visiting.
We are visiting. So let me bring in Todd. And if you have any thoughts that you want to throw up on the Facebook Live, I look at Jonathan. Todd, he says you're one lucky man. Yeah. Do you think so?
I know that.
Really? Well, tell me more. I'd like to do this to my husband.
I get the private shows. You get the guys get the 6:30 thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jonathan, thank you for saying that. Malty's saying she still has to work and take public transportation because she actually works, I believe,
think it's time
for the
to
sheriff's
officially
department in
start the show.
LA.
And how do we do that?
Mariana, wish we were all quarantined at the Heaven on Earth Lodge together. I wish you were here too.
How do we start the
Mike
show?
Scully. Oh, how do we start the show? Let's bring Mr. Fisher in to start the
just
show
said-
officially. I hope Richard J is still there because he's going to love this. Okay,
Well,
so here we go.
A lot of people seem to miss this too, because I've seen comments later that people didn't see it. So I delayed. I let her go there for a little run so that we'd have time to load a few visitors. But when I put on these gloves,
Poor wireless.
It is not because I, want to touch her. It is, and it's not social distancing.
Social distancing.
You know
That's
what it is?
my new
I mean,
term
some
is.
people have seen it, so I'm going to go get things.
Yes.
Here we go. So,
Okay, time for the opener. Here we
open it
go.
up. Kat provides the sound effects, and my mother provided the shoes. So here we go. Ready, everybody? One. And what do we say?
There's no place like home. That's right.
There you have it.
We're good. Here we are together. We're doing our part. And I just realized today that first run movies are now that are supposed to be in theaters, which none are open. So we can rent first run movies, which I've always thought was a good idea, but I did understand that if we do that, a lot of movie theaters would go out of business, and we don't need any more of that. So Debbie Rouse, thank you. I've got my sparkle on because, hey, that's another thing I want to say, guys, is that when you work at home, which I always do, except for when I'm on the road doing my shows, I'm always home and I work from home, and my office is home, and our warehouse for Cat Cosmetics, our shipping is done from home. And I'm really lucky because Dora lives here. So, nobody has to come to work. So I'm lucky on that. But what happens is you tend to come to work in your pajamas because you're in the house, right? You're in the house.
I'm always in my underwear pajamas.
That's because you're underwear man. Todd is underwear man because, honest to God, he comes out in the kitchen in his chonies and
these are nice Calvin Klein's.
They are chonies. It doesn't matter how you look at it. They're chonies, and he will come out in the kitchen with his chonies and a t-shirt. He'll take a meeting in his chonies and a t-shirt. Well, on the ranch when we were out there, I'd go out and he'd be in his chonies or less out in the pasture with the cattle. He just likes that free feeling, I suppose. I'm way too uptight for that, so
Well,
anyway. I think you're really cute in your underwear. I
There
just
you
want to
go.
make
Why
that
don't you tell them
known.
the story of full disclosure and what image came with full disclosure?
Oh, that's right. Okay. So here we go. When we first met, it was on Facebook. Okay, so we hadn't met each other in person yet. So we talked for, a couple of months before we actually met?
Could be.
Yeah. So we graduated from Facebook messages to email and then phone calls. And I don't like to talk on the phone because I'm on the phone a lot for the businesses I'm in. And so I like emails because you have to be thoughtful. You have to, you can't take things back. So you really are more careful about what you say, and it's a little deeper. And then I like phone calls after that. But so I said, all right, so because you live in California and I live in Las Vegas, we can do something that I wrote about in my book, The 30-Day Heartbreak Cure, which is right back there. And that is that when you're getting to know somebody, you want to ask for a full disclosure.
To know you,
Getting to know all about you. So this book is The 30-Day Heartbreak Cure, which I wrote. And so it kind of is about how to get over things in a short amount of time and really understand yourself as a result of it, because a lot of us break our own hearts. We don't use our common sense because all that goes right out the window when you fall in love. So I like the idea of full disclosure when you're dating. And that is that person has to write down all the things about themselves they think would drive you crazy and all the things about themselves that you would really like or potentially really like. And so both people do that, not just one. And what happens when you do that is you start thinking about yourself through somebody else's eyes, which is really not what we do ever. So I like that idea.
Perception is reality.
Perception. Well, it really is, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, what you might perceive is one thing, but what others perceive,
So
you can dispute what, but it's still
true.
what it is.
But understand, I had never met Todd. And so when
But you had, but not in
I had seen you at church
30 years earlier.
30 years earlier, but we hadn't come face to face, which I was terrified of because
We still hadn't.
I know we still hadn't, but I was really afraid not afraid that I wasn't going to like him. I was afraid that I was going to really like him, and then I would have to do something, like that. That was
gold-plated problem.
Exactly, but I had been on a year and a half of a no dating thing before I met Todd, under no circumstances, because I wanted
We had a quarantine.
Well, I just wanted to get to know myself and why I did the things I do, and I did what I would tell somebody in my position to do. So in the full disclosure, he said, "This is what I look like in the morning," and he sent a picture that he took in the mirror, and he said, "I look a little like Einstein because his hair was straight up, and he had his dog Yippee by his side." And he was in his underwear. Yes, Underwear Man made his first appearance very early on with me.
Because if you can't handle that, then let's not start.
Exactly. And so that was our first thing. Hey, Bree Roberts, oh my gosh, beautiful
Look
thing.
who's at the door.
Okay, so...
Just take the camera and go.
Okay, so...
Just pick up the whole tripod.
Okay, I just want to
roll
be
it right
careful, but I've got... there. Can you see that? Ooh, can you see her? That's the emu. She's hiding. Let me see. Oh gosh, this is not easy. Let me see if I can get her. Where'd she go? There. Let me see if I can get her. Hi, girl. What's going on? Well, hello there. What are you doing? Can you hear her thumping? Her. Hi, girl. What you doing? You hear? It's like just hanging. Look at. Oh, nothing. I'm just hanging out. Yeah. Isn't she? I don't know if you can. I don't want to scare her, but There she goes. Oh gosh, I hope I got her on camera because I can't really see. But isn't she something? It's like Jurassic Park when she comes around. Yeah, we lost signal, but we're back.
Well, I don't know. Did that show up?
Oh, I think so. Did you guys see the emu? Yes. Underwear man is Underwear Man a new superhero?
Ah.
That is such a great question. Well, he is in this house. Let's just say that.
Well,
yeah.
and I really don't go in public that way, you know. At least if there is a sighting and something is good to set the wrongs of the world right, and someone said there was a guy running around in his underwear, you were the first to know who it was. But truthfully, I try not to get out of, you know, the walls.
So that was a good full disclosure because I got to see what he looks like in the morning, which when you love somebody, does it really matter? I mean, really. I got to see his dog, which really did matter.
Very
And
important.
I got to see him in his underwear, which was a bonus. So it was one of the things I kind of think I fell in love with right there because
The
that
two
was
most
total
important
transparency.
things were no raw tomatoes and
No, I don't like those
and
either.
right. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying that was a revelation. Very important. We like the same music and many of the same
You know what?
people.
Wait, but another thing that's really important when you start dating or you're dating or you get out of a relationship and you start to date again, or even when you're married, actually, because I think there's a lot of marriages that could be saved or do a lot better if people knew just the little tricks about it. But when you're dating, there should be deal breakers, and they should be firm. Like, I don't like anyone that smokes. I don't like it when people drink to the point of getting drunk. So I'm going to ask you to
When you
put.
wake up in the bushes, that's too much.
It's just a little too much for me. So I'm going to ask you right now to put your deal breaker in. What would your deal breaker be? Leonard Esbra, Coy, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Put your deal breaker down there. What would it be? Mine was religion, I think it says. It says religious, but I think Brenda...
I've heard people actually say that a lot.
Yeah.
That one's a big one.
No raw tomatoes.
That's important. See, to me, this is bigger than politics or anything.
Kat, I can tell you're happy and it looks good on you. You're a truly bright light. I am happy. But you know what's funny? I think I was created that way because I was happy when I was a little girl, I'm told. And there was not a whole lot to be happy about from a certain age to a certain age. But I'm told that I was an extremely happy child.
I tell you,
I honestly think I was created
I think we
to be that way.
could bring in a witness on that right now.
Who?
We have an expert witness here about.
Oh,
your
no,
childhood.
he's not going to want
He
it.
doesn't have to get on camera,
Yeah.
but could you step up at least to this chair? We have in
Sit
the
here?
background whether he
I
wants.
have my
Would
brother
you be willing
here.
to get on camera just for a minute?
He
Bobby?
came in from LA.
Okay, so the brother, Kat's brother.
He's
is here.
staying with us throughout this
And
madness.
so I just if you could she said she was a very happy child. Just your thoughts on that when she was really little.
She was a happy child, and she was very eccentric. For a pet, she had a skunk
I had a pet skunk, that's true.
that was defumigated.
Yes, he had his
alligator?
little smell sack taken
What's his name?
out.
Twist?
Flower.
Flower.
Yeah.
No, Hasselflower.
Yes.
Yes.
But we don't need the first half of that
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't want the Vietnam flashback. Thank you very much.
Okay, but she was
Pure coincidence.
an adventurous, happy little girl, and I loved her then.
Now, when
and-
you said she was
Wait,
eccentric,
he
no,
was
I-
about
no,
to say something sweet.
I just wanted to hear you expand on eccentric.
Oh,
well,
boy.
she sort of led the pack of other kids around the neighborhood. She was a front runner of things. She doesn't surprise me the way she is today whatsoever, looking back upon the seeds of the way she was back then. So she was always the most lovable kid, and I love her more than words can express.
Aw.
You know?
There you go, guys.
Yeah,
The
that is
brother has
so
spoken.
cute.
Let me tell you, the
That's
brother,
big.
sister, brother bonds is a biggie. My sister and I were very tight.
Yes, that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
And even though you don't speak every day sometime, or you have your
Aw.
little hills and valleys, it's an unbreakable bond.
That is so unbelievably nice,
very
Bobby.
true.
Thank you. What
You're
a loving, and I receive it with all my heart and soul. That was awesome.
I thought there needed to be a testimony from a blood sibling.
Well, he had it rough too. I mean, there's three of us, and we
Oh,
we
your
didn't.
parents fuck you up. They didn't mean to, but they do. They hand down misery,
What can I
generation
say?
to generation.
What can I do? He's uncontrollable.
That's Carrie's favorite
I know
poem.
that is her.
Oh,
quote,
you mean
but-
the F-bomb.
yeah,
In
don't,
Carrie's
don't,
honor,
don't,
F-bombs
don't,
are
don't,
allowed.
don't.
Isn't
Yeah,
that... Okay,
no.
was anybody offended by
I'm
the
sure that
Carrie
they were.
quote F-bomb?
You don't have to say the word if you
Of
just
course you do.
know.
The
Just
poem
use
is
the
irrelevant.
first letter only.
The
That's
poem
good.
is irrelevant without the
because
full
we're
F-bomb
on.
experience.
You don't know if there's kids watching. Could
The
be.
kids, well, like they
I
haven't
think
heard
could
that
be.
either. Oh boy.
Anyway, just moving on. I wanted
You know,
to say
there's a
simply
prudential-
this,
It is allowed.
that
What is it, prudential? There, I'm allowed, she says. I have the Carrie Fisher exemption card.
Yeah.
Where's my wallet? I will show you right
you know,
here.
give the people what
In
they
the-
want, I
Offended at
suppose.
all.
Oh
In my card,
God.
I have there here. See,
Oh boy.
it's the Carrie Fisher exemption card for F-bombing when necessary.
Where was I? Because I have been completely.
We were talking
Derailed
about,
from my thoughts.
We were talking about relationships.
I just had an out of body experience.
Underwear man experience, relationships.
Does anybody remember where I was?
Sure, that's where we were.
Okay.
Relationships.
So there were we. Does anybody
And
remember?
underwear man.
The underwear man.
We finalized.
We covered him.
Boy, have we covered him.
Yeah. Underwear
covered
man.
him.
We covered. All right. So let me gather myself. All right.
Shall we gather round underwear man?
Okay. Lisa. Monday. My 7-year-old knows that word. Oh, Lisa.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. I'm just saying. Just every now and then, not steady diet. That's fine. Only because you just don't know. I don't want to offend.
No, I
You know?
I
I'm
save
not
it
saying it
for
doesn't pop
important-
out every. You know, it's just.
it's a very. There was
Yes.
an old
Oh.
expression by General S.
breakers.
Patton.
Yeah.
General Patton
Deal breakers.
said, "Give it to them dirty and give it to them loud. That way they will remember it."
OMG.
Those are absolutely true
BRB.
facts of life.
LOL. It's all too much. I remember what it was. I was saying that my brother, my sister Kim, who I don't know if she is here tonight, we grew up in a heck of a chaotic household, and that actually was just decimated by the time I think I was maybe 4 or 5, and we were just dispersed to all different households, so we didn't actually really grow up together. Bobby, would you say that's fair to say?
I'd say that's very fair.
Yeah, I mean, one went to this grandparent, one went to one parent, then another one went to another grandparent, and so we didn't really grow up in the same house. So I think that that's one of the reasons that we're so close as adults, is because my brother and I, though, we moved to California together to start new lives and careers when I was maybe 17 or 18, something like that. And he became, an artist and a amazing hair colorist, and I started my acting career, which was something that I had in my head from the time I was little. So
People are
we
asking
survived
to meet,
it.
People are asking to meet your brother.
Do you want
So
to?
Bobby,
do
it's
you want
a
to come
big
on
deal.
camera?
Listen,
They your brother or someone.
Look at. Would you like to come on
Just
camera
stay
and let
back
everybody
in the
see my
distance.
brother?
Stay back with me.
Come on.
Stay in the background some
Yeah, poke your head in here. He's been in his pajamas all day, so but
Here.
he put a jacket on, so everything is
If you
good.
sit-
He's underwear man
Sit
too.
right there.
That's right.
and I'll
I just want to say one thing.
no one's
Okay,
offended by
come
that.
over
Where do
here.
I stand?
Sit
Right there.
Sit.
All
I'll
right.
put you
Okay.
in position.
Okay.
You
Now.
have to come up here to talk because the microphone is right there.
All right.
Yeah. Now, what did you do to your head?
I banged it with a microphone stand. when
Likely story.
Happens to the best of
when
us.
I was bugging out from Los Angeles
Yep.
to get here.
Yes.
But to make a long story short, my daughter, in the world of skateboarding, she is Susie Switchblade.
Yep.
She owned the very first
That's your
skateboard.
daughter, Brooke.
My daughter Brooke,
Yeah.
I've got another daughter Taylor, and she used to carry a knife in San Francisco. So
Carry a knife.
actually, this is her T-shirt, Susie Switchblade, and it's been printed on. Actually, the Supreme Company
Yeah.
printed this, but unfortunately, she did not create the logo, or else she would have gotten some do-re-mi.
Some do-re-mi. Oh my God. Oh, and a fantastic author, Lisa, his song, because my brother did write a cool book called American Dreaming. And a story, what is the byline? American Dreaming.
A life on water and land.
A Life on Water and Land. And it's really cool. It's about his childhood and growing up in Fort Lauderdale. Of course, Fort Lauderdale now is a big city, but back then it was Everglades. But it was it's a great book about his childhood, and it really is a 1 or 2 page at a time read. just like this book is, my
You guys
book.
look
Yeah.
alike, they say.
So it's kind of cool. What'd you say?
They say you guys look alike.
We do? That's a,
She's my beautiful swan. Me, I don't know.
well, you know what's
I'm
funny?
getting out of here.
I'm just surprised he came on camera at all
Yes.
because he's shy that way. But when you get to know him, all that shyness just leaves the building. He is a wild man and a good one at that. So everyone's saying hello to you. So, yeah, so my brother's book is on Amazon, American Dreaming, and it's a really easy read, and it's really a fun read, and a lot of people here have read it. Nicole Johnson
ebook.
said, oh, Pamela Newman says hello.
Oh, hi, Pamela.
And Nicole Johnson, I can totally see the resemblance.
Pam was in Nightlight.
And my brother's so sweet. Yes, he is. He's got, both my sister and brother have really tender hearts, which I love. You know, I hope I do too, but you know, I can say that on behalf of them. Super good people, which I'm so lucky. When you get to know your siblings a little later in life, you kind of go, oh, I really like you. It's kind of a cool thing. But my brother and I have always kind of been near each other because we've moved to California together. He was my very first roommate.
Very nice to meet you.
Don't
Yeah.
make me tell that story.
I know that story doesn't need to be told.
No, sitting in the closet.
Yeah, I'd go on a date when I came home. If I brought the person home with me, you know, for any reason, he would be sitting in the closet, just waiting for that
That's good.
moment.
Good
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah, he was a good brother. No gun, but you know, he would be in the closet just in case he needed to jump out of the closet.
Now, wait a minute. I'm
Which
not...
he didn't have to do either, if
Yes.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Oh, Gene
And he is a
Supa.
hairdresser.
Hey, Kim, are you here? If you're here, join your brother and sister and say hi. Malty says hello.
Hi, Malty.
And Philip Bamberger, sorry, wants to know if we have any Munchkin costumes. No, we don't.
We did.
Yeah,
I had one,
not-
and I sold it in the first
in the
auction.
first auction.
And I know who bought it though.
Who?
Our little buddy. You know, our Mark Sellen.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
So the Munchkin costume lives on through a friend of ours, Mark Selland, who we met at the first auction and we've become friends. Hi, Stanley, welcome. How about Dora showing herself on camera?
One day I don't want to be famous yet.
She's not ready for her close-up. She says one day she will. Let me just tell you, Dora is a dish, okay?
Dora's a dish.
2 dinners
delicious?
on 1 plate. No,
Oh.
she is delicious, but you know, it's just, she's a true beauty.
You better be careful. You're gonna have like 500 offers.
I know. She's a great person, a beautiful person,
They're asking
outside
for it home.
and
Yes,
in.
we are in Las
We
Vegas.
are home.
In the Cat Cosmetics Magic Room.
Yeah, we're in my office, and this is where a lot of magic is made. And we also have, and if you don't know, I own a company called Cat Cosmetics. It's catcosmetics.com, and it's I have had it for 18 years, and it's run right here where we're sitting. It's on property. A lot of people said to me, "Oh my gosh, don't build your office and warehouse and shipping on the property because you will never get away from it." Well, I don't want to. That's the beauty, see.
Any sales?
Any sales?
Lots
Oh
of
yes, we're having a sale right now throughout this entire time that we have to be locked up in home. So it's 25% off everything.
She always was able to find all
Yeah.
the great occasions to have sales, and so now
Yeah, no, I just thought, why bother?
This-
Let's just
well, listen, now
make
this
this
is when we need it the
affordable.
most.
Period. Yeah.
well, you don't need a sale, you know, on St. Patrick's
Oh, but let me just
Day
say
as
what
much
the
as you do
code
with
is
this.
when you go there. The checkout code for 25% off is We Care. WECARE.
I thought you were
all
going to say
one word.
coronavirus or something.
Oh gosh. Now you see that. That's not even funny.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's what's happening. That is the occasion. in
Yeah,
some
I
manner of
mean,
speaking.
right.
One thing we should announce before
I
we
did
get
think
to
about it. I'm
we're
just gonna
about
say,
mid-
but I thought it.
we're midway.
Yes.
We should announce that we're going to do a giveaway, but it was a burden
Hi,
to
Marty.
do 20 giveaways. So we're going to do what? Five giveaways today. Is that right?
Someone's asking if I did a Q&A article on Soap Opera Digest. I used to write something called Product Queen for 8 years for Soap Opera Digest, and it was about all the best things, you know, that are out there that you can get deals on at the drugstore.
That's what
And
led
it
to
was
the Cat
super
Cosmetic, right?
popular.
Isn't that what led to Cat
What's my
Cosmetic?
favorite product? Oh gosh.
Is that what led to Cat Cosmetics?
Yeah, it is sort of.
She was always into makeup.
Yeah.
No, but I mean I think that
My favorite product, someone
Let her
asked. I have so many. I'm wearing everything I'm wearing. If you
have the
like,
lip gloss.
yes, I do have the lip gloss. I had one open on here, I thought, but my favorite product is one. I mean, one of my many. First of all, the Elastin Collagen Cream, which I'm down to 70, and I can't get it anymore because all the factories are closed. So 70 units. It's like, it's such a good product, and my stuff is affordable because I think beauty should be, and it's luxury, and it's for women, really women over 35, 40.
Is it luxury or is it?
Oh, it is luxury,
No,
but
I
it's
mean,
affordable luxury.
But it's just part of taking care of yourself, right?
Well, that's the thing about working at home, or all of us being trapped in the house, is that we're going to let ourselves just sit there with no makeup on, not taking care of things, not getting dressed, because, that's what happens when you're at home. And so I like to try my best to get up and get dressed, because if I see myself in the mirror and I look tired, that's not going to help my state of mind.
Like 30.
I look like 30. Oh!
What kind of lipstick are you wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing this one. This is Rich, and we're going to give one away tonight.
It's very kissable. Not
It's
immediately
not
after
slick.
application. You need to wait 1 hour.
Yeah, so that's what
And,
that is.
This is one occasion when you're
So-
you're allowed to ignore social distances.
Yeah.
Your spouse, especially if you're held up with your spouse. In fact, Dr. Oz gave some very good advice.
Brendo, hold on one second. I want to get to that because that was good advice. I make a foundation. It's a cream foundation, not cream to powder, because that makes your skin look dry. And I'm 64. I really don't need any help with that. So, cream foundation, it looks like skin. It covers everything. If you have rosacea, it's your best friend. And thankfully, we are very well stocked, thank God, because honestly, I saw this coming.
Everybody love Rich.
Rich is incredible. The Rich lip gloss. It looks good on everybody. It's been my bestseller for 18 years. But anyway, it's just important, even if you just get up and put lip gloss on and a little bronzer on, just
Exactly what I always say.
well.
Fabulous.
Now, I have been known to kick you up with a man tan, right?
No, I like her bronzer actually.
Yeah.
And
I
actually,
have
when I
all-
go do television, I put on her bronzer because I get white spots from wherever I don't get in the sun, like around my neck and
Thank
stuff. Look at
you.
that. There's the contrast. You
Yeah.
see that? So you got
He's got to call firsthand.
right. So what would I do if I have a different collar on?
Yeah.
Then you break out her bronzer and you can blend nicely. So yes, I do. And
Oh,
I like,
Dina, I
I
have
like
gotten
the clear lip gloss personally.
more compliments since I started using your products. Thank you. Dr. Oz, no kissing, Dr. Oz said, but he did say if you're a couple.
No, actually, what he said,
was pretty
I found
funny.
it very, very good advice. Probably the best advice he's ever given. Now, we're talking about for people that are already sheltering in place with their spouse or significant other. We're not talking about, going out and finding a new person. He said, as long as you're sheltering in place with your wife and or significant other,
Here it comes.
a lot of sex.
Yeah,
He said it
that's
makes
what he
people
said.
live longer.
De-stresses
and he said
you.
it may, there may be a lot
Believe
of
me,
extra babies
he
born.
played me that clip about 12 times. So
Well,
I'm like, I get it. I
Thank
get
God
it.
for DVRs because she would have missed
Right.
this. So it's excellent advice, and I encourage everybody, to follow Dr. Oz's advice.
Jonathan Jensen wants to know if you watched me when I was on One Life to Live. He has
I
seen
never
an
saw-
episode of One Life to Live.
No,
or
that's
Lindsay
not true.
Rapaport.
Now I've seen
Where-
clips.
where?
When we got together,
Yes.
the clips started serving. I've seen some clips. I have to admit that I never saw one from front to back, but then again,
Yep.
I grew up with Mary Douglas, who was our number one housekeeper and then became the lead chef for 55 years, 60 years at our house. And Mary used to religiously watch soaps, so it would be on in the background, and she called them her shows and her people. Like
Her
these
stories.
are her stories,
Her stories,
and her
yes.
people. I
I
mean,
love
these
that.
people are her people. And she would not miss those shows. She'd be in that kitchen cooking and watching those shows.
That was when you were little, though. So
No, it went on forever. I just
I don't
never
want to
paid any
age
attention.
myself, but I was on daytime for about 39 years, so it could have been. Let's
I
just say
saw
that.
some
Could
other
have been.
hot pictures of her. The one with her in the cage in the little torn up Planet
Oh,
of the
my
Apes
poster
bathing
from
suit
the 80s.
is
Oh,
very
Rod
good.
Hardy is here.
Oh,
Rod
man.
Hardy, my Oz Aussie friend. I have another Aussie friend here. She's here. Her name is Deborah Rouse.
What time is it there?
No, I don't think he's in Australia. He's in LA right now.
Oh,
He's trying to get back to
He is
Australia.
a director
Yeah.
and a very good director. Directed all kinds of great things on television that you've seen. Can we find a One Life to Live on DVD? Oh, you know what?
they have the whole series. You
No,
showed
they
it to
don't.
me.
No,
They
no.
don't?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
They
that
don't.
was Knight Rider.
Yeah, I have Knight Rider, and I think
I would suggest that you write the
Airwolf,
network
but not that.
and put the screws to them. You don't think that makes a difference, but it does.
You're
if
welcome,
enough,
Rod.
If enough people write in
Distance.
about things, it happens. Like
There's Debbie Rouse Rod.
1 p.m.
One
Sunday.
below you. The comment below you, it says Debbie Rouse. It's 1 p.m. Sunday in Oz. Love to Bobby, he says to you. And
back.
Kat, can you say Nora? Yes, I can. Nora. There, I did it for you, Jonathan Jensen, just for you. Okay.
is it just Nora, not Nora something?
No, that was just kind of how we addressed each other. So Wesley Ewer is watching. Now, Wesley Ewer, you're a big part of my whole growing up in the world because I think we're about the same age or sort of the same age. I don't know. But he was on the TV series when we were kids, and he's still as good looking as ever. You were just one of the most delicious people I'd ever seen in my life, and even on a kids show. Then you were on Days of Our Lives, and I wasn't on soap operas yet, but I used to watch you on Days of Our Lives, and I was like, sigh, because you were just such a delicious thing. And so I'm happy you're here, and I know you go out a lot and do autograph shows, and so I hope to meet you at one of those, because when they get geared back up, I want to go do them too. They're fun. I was hoping you'd be at the one in LA that I did last November, but you weren't. So lots of love to you. Melinda Fair knows you are from Land of the Lost.
Can you discuss the giveaway we're doing?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have a little contest giveaway tonight, because of
We're
course
not doing 20. that
no,
was
because
problematic.
you know what? I'm still trying to get all those out. It is so hard to get the time codes and to see who won in what order, and it was very stressful. I stayed up 2 hours in the middle of the night for 2 nights doing that, and now we're starting to get the things out to you. So I can't do that because 5 what? We're doing 5 giveaways.
things.
And it's going to be just the first person who answers correctly.
So do you want to do 5 little separate contests? First person, you watch carefully for the first
Okay,
one.
hold on one second. Hi, Ryan, and what is Wesley up to these days? You know what, Wesley? Why don't you go ahead and type in the bottom to answer Michelle Goff, who wants to know what you've been up to, and then she'll run over to your Facebook page to see how good looking you still are. I think you live in Palm Springs now. I do follow your Facebook page and things pop up on my feed. So that's how I know what people do. I look at everybody who's on my feed and I read their stuff. Jay Kevinley said he met you at Chiller, the autograph show, which I've heard is a really fun one. And it's really nice, really nice. Hey, Rand, how are you? Another country you're from, I think, right? Yes, and then Jonathan's talking about the Free Lindsay t-shirts that we used to have on One Life to Live, that the crew wore when I was put in jail, on the show, of course. All right, so let's get to the contests, because the people are like, yay, I want to win. Hey, Maxine, nice to see you. All right, so the giveaways tonight. I think we need to pick something for the guys. But before I do, I just want to say something to the girls. First of all, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a live makeover on myself. I really wish the guys wouldn't come. It's not pretty. I'm just going to say that. But, I do make it pretty. And so for the girls who have been asking me to do a makeover online, I'm going to be doing that tomorrow at 3 o'clock live. So that's 6 o'clock on the East Coast. And 3 o'clock on West Coast time. So moving
Are you
on.
going to do the 6 o'clock show?
Yeah, we'll jump on there at 6 o'clock because some people might not be interested in a makeover. I get that. So we definitely will do that. And I'll keep it down to like a half an hour, but I'm going to show you how to just do magic. Girls, I know before we start the contest that a lot of people are about now. I saw it on Facebook today. It said, we are just about to find out what people's real hair color is. Because if you get your hair colored, and my brother is a colorist, and the salons have closed, so unless you're lucky enough to and you really shouldn't have people come to your house to color your hair, because the whole point of quarantining is to stay away from people. Yep. So, it's like no house calls really should be made. But I just want you to know, this hair color you're looking at right here, if you like it, this is mine. You cannot believe how good the color is of this company. It's Garnier Nutrice. It'll get you through.
Those letters are going to be backwards.
They're backwards. Here. There's nothing I can do
what
about
it
it.
is.
Garnier Nutrice. This is number 100. Oh, they know what. Girls know what. Are you kidding me?
I don't know what it is.
Girls know what this is. It's Garnier Nutrice. And I'm number 100. So
On a dark blonde.
On a dark blonde.
Dirty blonde.
On a dirty blonde, this is what it would look like. Yeah.
I'll say.
So my brother, let me ask you this. Girls, my hair color is white. Then you're set, right? So
Any hair color questions,
yeah, someone just said they scored their last shade. Julie D, I color my own hair with Olea. Explain what that is, because I'm not sure. Leslie, I loved that brand. I use it as well. Leslie, what color do you use? Because I do like your hair. It's more of a dirty blonde, so will you post it down there so I can see?
You see the question for Bobby?
I just ordered boxes of color today, Deb Tyler.
Okay.
Good, because
question for Bobby?
we have to stay pretty for ourselves. And the people we live with.
There's a question for Bobby. How do you turn from brown
How
to
do you go
blonde
from
at
brown
home?
to blonde at home?
I would suggest not trying that.
He said he would suggest not going for that because you will go green. There's just
Or orange.
which isn't a good look. And if you do go orange or brassy, this is my favorite shampoo to get the brass out. Girls and guys too. Guys color their hair.
What's the name of it?
This is Matrix Total Results
You can't
Brass
read it.
Off. They can read it.
It's upside down, the letters.
No, that's this way.
No, the camera
Yeah, I know.
turns the letters
Okay,
around.
so Total Results Brass Off made by Matrix. So if you are attempting your hair color at home and you go brass or orange, get that shampoo and let it sit in your hair for a few minutes and then rinse it out, and that'll help that. Let's see what other people. Last time I tried to color my own hair, I got bleach in my eye. Yeah. This is great. It hasn't hurt my hair. It's just a great company. I'm not saying it's a forever thing, but it's a bridge until we get out of this situation we're in. And we are going to get out of this situation. We are going to be done with this.
You can read backwards, so.
Yeah, I can't read. Well, that's why I'm saying what it is.
No, I did have some advice from the guy that got bleach in his eye, the person.
No,
that
the
got
Maxine Moody, a woman,
bleach
beautiful
in her eye.
woman. Yeah.
So it'd be better not to do that. So you just have to be more careful. It's
Right,
just like
but I
eating
think she
pasta.
was-
You get pasta on your clothes. Got to be more careful.
And I'm always putting a bib on him because he likes to eat
That's
in
what I mean.
bed.
It's
and I
very
give him his
dangerous
dinner
to be
in bed.
around me when I'm eating pasta.
And so I'm like, get out the holy t-shirts because you're going to get something on that.
Well, no, I just go to black and then it doesn't show.
Will Todd be giving away anything tonight from
Yes,
his
right now.
collection? Yes, we are. So you know what? There's a guy thing. If you like, what are you giving away?
Well, I don't know I don't have. Well, first of all,
Yeah. So
From
I'll
the
do mine
collection.
first because then he will.
well, no, I was
look
going to
for-
do. We were going to go back to this, but I could
Let's
also.
find something new, like a.
I'll just go get something new while
Okay,
you're doing.
so he'll go to the house and see what he. See, this is the great part about having offices right
What do you
behind
think
the
about
house
that?
because he can go find you something. We used to take bets on what color my sister would be when she showed up, everything from A to Z. Yeah, that's why I'm all one color now, because it's just so much easier for me. And I only do the roots when I do this, but I think this is an important thing to talk about during this time because, you know, women like to get their nails and their hair done. That's just how we are. It's a drag.
If this lasts too long.
But only because we have to live with ourselves and only ourselves right now. So keep your beauty regimes up because it does make a difference in how you see yourself. And so I know as shallow as that sounds, it is also very true. And, you know, it's important. The name of the color, Leslie said, for her is dark golden blonde. I'm gonna write that down because I like it. If I ever decide to go a little darker, I'm gonna check it out. Dark.
But yours is coming
Is there
out
a
extra light.
huh?
But yours is
Mine is
coming
really
out
light.
extra light.
Extra light because I like to be blonde only because in pictures it kind of lights you up a
But
little
they
bit.
said they would love to win a copy of the new book.
You would
His
like
new
to
book.
win a copy of Todd's book, My Girls? Okay, I think that's great. Would you text Todd please and let him know? That's a great gift. Signed copy of My Girls. Wow. Okay, that's a great gift. And I think he's got a few of them here. Maria, I do makeup for myself and to make myself feel better, not anyone else. Good. That's great, because there's no one more important than you are to impress, really. So it's like doing it for yourself is great, and everybody gets the fringe benefit of that. So it's wonderful. So Kathy Jean,
You want a copy
your
of
mom,
the
you've always had white hair.
Copy of my what?
Your new book.
Jonathan,
My
I
Girls.
would like the hair color highlights like John Paul had on One Life to
Do they want
Live.
to see it or they want?
You know,
They
I
want a
used to
copy.
watch him get
One
his
week
hair
ago.
highlighted in the
Well, it-
hair and makeup
They
room.
want to give one away.
Wayne, I think Wayne Bellotti, our
Signed.
hairdresser, used to do it there.
Signed.
So, yeah,
All right.
I know. Okay, everybody, we're going to.
I say go big or go home. So this is a signed picture
Oh
of my mother.
wow! You can't get those anymore. That's
No, and this is,
Yeah. That's
This is the
beautiful.
real deal, even though the signature's upside down. So
Yeah.
that is a pretty valuable thing because
Gavin.
it's kind of hard to get her to sign another one for you right now.
welcome, Lynn.
But I have a small stash, so there you go.
All right. So
But what's the-
assigned, I know you start to think of what. So Todd's contribution tonight, mine is going to be makeup from my company.
Well,
Todd's contribution tonight is going
Okay.
to be a signed picture of Debbie Reynolds,
And we can also do,
a signed copy of My Girls. Okay. Now, we can only have one winner of each. Otherwise, I'm
drives
up
us
all
crazy,
night.
and
Yeah,
that's where
trying to
you can
figure
catch the
things out.
first
And then
response.
so Dora is on it. We're gonna ask a question. The first person to get it right she's gonna shout out the name, right?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it. The contest done.
well,
But
for that, and we
for
move on.
for
Move
that,
on
and
to
then
the
we
next.
move on to the next.
Which one is
And then we're
be
gonna
the
go.
first prize?
And I'm gonna make dinner.
Well, let's start with,
Great,
let's say
thank
makeup
you.
to get warmed up.
Okay, so we're gonna do makeup to get warmed up. So ladies, here we go.
I'm also going to need the name of the person so I can just sign the book right now.
Yeah, we'll sign the book right now when you win that book so that it can go out Monday morning. All right. So the first prize, and I'm going to be doing probably the number game because I love I'm a mentalist, and so thought reading is really a fun thing. But I'm going to have you read my mind as we've been doing. I throw a number to you, and you write wins. Okay. So what's the prize? Okay, we don't have a great connection tonight. That's a
happening.
drag.
My phone is perfect.
Is it? Oh, good. Okay, good. So I'm just trying to get this
Why are you
open
pulling it off?
because
it's stuck?
it's stuck. Yeah, the paper on it sticks. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
There you go.
I got it. All right. So tonight from Cat Cosmetics, this is going to be the first prize. See that you can see everything now. See the light. There it is. Okay, so this is my favorite kit. It's called the Miracle Working Kit, and it has the face colors on the top and the eye colors on the bottom, and it is awesome, this kit. It also comes with,
And this whole kit is worth how much? Retail?
I don't really know, it's a 79-ish, yeah. But of course, we're having a 25% off sale
Well,
right
the
now.
retail value though is important.
Yeah,
I
so
understand.
you would get 25% of that off if anyone was going to buy it.
I'd try to win it first. If I
I'd
were
try
you.
to win it first too. So you get this,
Just saying.
the rich lip gloss that I'm wearing. Actually, I'm wearing this kit right now. So if you like the way I look, this is the kit that I'm wearing, including the lip gloss.
Actually, I mean,
And-
Dwight wanted to make an appearance real quick. just so you
Okay,
know.
look, I love how he puts his little foot on my
Use it,
shoulder
go
every
boy.
time
Give
you
it
do
a
this.
Everybody's over there.
Say hello, boy.
Now,
Hello.
Now, whose dog was Dwight?
This is my mommy's dog.
Yep. And now I
Mr.
hi,
Dwight.
baby.
There you go. He just was down around my feet, kind of antsy, so I got the impression that he needed to make his nightly
Yep,
visit.
there he is. So that is it, the Miracle Working Kit, which is on my face now. So if you like it, then jump in. All right, I'm going to guess.
Careful with that.
I'm going to guess.
Dorothy Curry, I like the way you look.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Your
Hi,
makeup.
girl, my Delaware girl. Okay, so I'm going to write a number down,
Halloween blind.
and it's going to be
No.
between.
Okay, it's a number.
Yeah, the number. So I'll tell you when I'm ready, and I'll throw the number to you, and then
You
you.
have to give me a little bit of time too to see who is the first.
Right, and we have one winner.
I'll watch with you.
All right.
Okay.
That's right. And guys, if you win it, you can gift some beautiful lass in your life. How's that? Okay. So I'm going to write a number between,
1 and 50.
no, 50 and 100. All right.
Get out from the color.
That's right. You cannot see. All right. It's, of course, two numbers, two digits.
No, just that's the end of the hints.
Okay, that's all. That's not really a hint, because if it's between 50 and 100, it's two digits. And both digits are.
No. Too many hints.
Oh my gosh.
You want
He's
to
a taskmaster. This.
just,
let's start
just
saying-
start guessing.
Okay, start guessing. And then I'm going to give a hint. All right. Both are.
Keep it going. Right there.
Okay, someone get it?
Lisa
Somali.
Somerville.
You
Who?
get it?
Lisa, yeah.
Lisa?
Somali, or I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Somerville.
Lisa Somerville.
Somerville.
I know she's Lesa.
Lesa.
Yeah, I know who all my Facebook friends are, even though
So
I've
stop
got.
guessing. Lisa's got that.
Yeah, Lisa has this.
Over.
Huh?
That's it.
Marty Spicer, what are you doing trying to run makeup? I mean,
Congratulations,
I know you
Lisa
came out a long
Somerville.
time ago, but this is
is coming
ridiculous.
to you, and you're going to freaking love it. All right.
it's not your color, Marty.
No.
You should get in on this next one. I'll do the next one, right? I'll make the next one very simple. We're going big on this one. This is the Debbie signed autograph picture. So,
Simple.
well, I say simple, meaning I have a simple trivia question to go with this.
Well,
about,
don't make it too simple. That's really a valuable piece right there, and you want to make people earn that,
That's
like
the
I just
second
did that. And
Okay,
by
well-
the way, Lisa, pretty good to guess. Guess, or did you read my mind? Which is it? Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna have you write down the answer so that it's only fair.
Well, you think I might cheat?
It just keeps people honest. I'm saying that's all.
Well, you got me self-conscious. You're saying it's too simple.
I don't know. You haven't told me what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
No, they won't.
Okay. All right.
So she thinks it's too simple, but here's the thing. The answer.
I
for-
don't-
wait,
I
but
don't
let me
think it's
finish.
simple,
So
yeah.
if somebody really knows this,
Yeah.
they'll get it out before anybody can get on Google and find out the answer. Because obviously, every question on the earth is practically answered on Google. Almost everyone. So I'm going to make it very simple. A cat has. Okay, that's good. So here is the question. And we'll see if anybody can actually, I have two ways of doing this because
And again, there's no time to Google because someone's going to know this.
that is right. Someone's
So-
going to know this because there are people that are in tune with this. What
Okay.
was a shared middle name that my mother and sister and grandfather had?
Okay, girl. Here's the answer.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Patty Hughes. Madia Smith Garvin.
You got it?
Yep.
Wow.
Madia
I
got
mine
it.
was, okay, there it is. Madia.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it'll be very-
interesting trivia. So it was Mary.
Seth.
It was
Yeah,
Mary
almost.
Frances Reynolds, Carrie Frances Fisher, and Raymond Francis Reynolds was my grandfather. So I would have actually liked the Francis middle name personally, just because I love my grandfather. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Maria.
And that
Congratulations.
is actually probably $100 kind of value, just to put things in perspective, because
She signed
a lot of people, I don't know if you, well, I've noticed the internet is full of bogus signatures. I mean, even some of the stores where they give you a certificate of authenticity is bogus. I went into a very reputable store and they had a alleged autograph of my sister on a poster, and I asked the guy, "What's up with that?"
I remember that.
And he goes, "Well, yeah, we guarantee everything is thing." I said, "Really?" I said, "Well, I'm Carrie's brother, and I'm guaranteeing it. That's not her signature." So, and he called over the manager, and they were all apologetic. But you can't be sure unless you know the provenance of something. So, what's the provenance of this? You got it from me.
Yeah.
So,
So it's authentic.
well,
and
yeah, and there's only a small. I had like a little stash left over from autograph shows that she had done, and this is what I had found. So that you got a cool item. Okay, next item up for bid. You want to alternate back to your stuff, or do you want to just keep going over that stuff?
Well, let's see here.
Peace.
Okay. I'm going to do a really neat set. I don't know what I did with peace. Here it is.
Two things.
All right. Now, so the next number that we're going to guess is for this prize. First of all, it's a 3-item
And
prize.
Marty Slicer, you cannot bid on the makeup. No guessing.
All right. So the next prize will be first of all, I have a pencil here that is called Truffle, and let me show it to you. It is.
Oh, just put it on me here. Where does it go?
Oh no, you don't want to sit here with this. Okay, it is a really beautiful chocolate brown
That's my color.
eyeliner.
That's my
It's
color.
this
your
is
color.
awesome because,
Because especially
well, I think I have it on now along with.
See, look how
The
like,
eyeshadow
my
that
eyes
I'm
are not
giving away.
defined at all. I suspect that would help me immensely.
Do you really want me to put it on you?
No,
No.
sure, why not? I don't care. I mean,
No,
come-
it's not about
like-
people talking because we just don't do that anymore. It's just this stuff
No,
stays
if you were to
on
criticize me
for
for that, I would be very
14
offended.
hours. 14 hours.
14 hours. Oh,
So that's why I don't want to put it on you because you'll.
where am I going to go in public where they would go, "What's that eyeliner on your eyes"?
Where are you going?
Where
in
are
public? You're not. We're in
We
the
aren't
house.
going in public.
So this is the color, which is absolutely like you can't. You see, once you put it on, you cannot get it off. It's fantastic. You wash it off, but it doesn't smear or smudge. So that's called Truffle, and then this is called Peace. This is the eyeshadow, and it comes with an eyeshadow brush.
See, Lisa said that
Right?
Todd's makeovers are the best. Now let's just.
Yeah, but that was just lipstick. It was easy to get out of.
you to her.
The third thing in that is the rich lip gloss, which it's a really cool 1-minute makeover. Let me just put the rich lip gloss on there. You see, it is so beautiful. So you have your eyes and your lips on. That is the trio kit that we are going to be giving away right now if you guess the number that's in my head in a moment. I haven't put it there yet. Don't even try guessing. I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to say now, okay? So I'll put it under this last thing. So I just need my marker. You guys ready? This is going to be a number between 1 and 50. I'm throwing it to you right now. Okay, here we go. 1 and 50. Yeah. Hey Cheryl, I saw that you ordered the skincare today. You are going to love that cream. There's nothing like it. Number between 1 and 50. All right. Here it is, girl.
Okay.
Okay. We don't see it yet.
Keep going. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's no restrictions.
No, you can guess as many times as you want. But just feel it. Like, what's a number that comes to you between 1 and 50?
Oh, Maddie Shama.
What?
It said Maddie Shama, 34. Right there. Maddie, M-A-T-T-I.
Maddie? Malty.
Malty.
Malty Sharma.
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
I
Malty,
got it. You might have walked out.
you did good. That is really, you know what? I love this game because it lets us use our intuition, which we all have, and we need to work on because that's our gut intuition and the
Tell
thing
them to
we
stop
make
guessing now.
decisions
I
on.
think
We're done. She
No, we're not done.
Sharma.
We're
No,
done
we're
with
not
that.
done with
With that
the
number.
prizes. We're done.
There are two
with
more
that prize.
contests.
2 more contests.
We are now going on to the book.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Now,
Now,
see,
this
Seth
is-
Robichow, I know that you already have this, don't you? But you can still play, you know? Because I remember you signing one for him at my show in LA.
Well, anybody can. So
Not signed.
That's true. Okay, so that is I haven't been very many places to sign books, so they are harder to find. This is something I just got recently. These are the new paperback editions. They're actually still really, really nice. It's getting harder and harder to get the hardbacks, but you'll notice it's still got the same glossy prints in it. It's over 200 pictures in it. There's the cover of it. Even though the words are backwards, we'll forget that. But because we don't have the right
It's got a
technology.
lot of pictures in it.
Got
too.
200 pictures. And I will sign it to whoever the first person is that guesses our next trivia question.
Is it trivia or trivial?
It's both. It
All
depends
right.
on your point of view.
Okay, so you want to do you know what it is?
I do.
All right, want to whisper it?
Again, okay, I'm going off camera to write it down so they know what to
Here you
look
go.
for.
Here's your
I got it
goods.
already.
You're off camera. Oh no, you can't see that, son. No way. Oh, you know what? We have another little prize I love right here so much. Okay, so you have to hold that real close to the camera when the time comes.
When the time comes, I will to
Okay.
prove it up, but I
I don't even know what it is.
She doesn't even know it. Well,
No,
she
I don't know
might.
the question. I mean.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
It's 1948, and my mother wins the Miss Burbank contest. And she's given the screen test over at Warner Brothers. We already did the trivia that her first person on camera in a screen test was Danny Kaye. That was a major piece of trivia. Now this one is less trivia because you could Google this one and easily get the answer. But again, there won't be time for that probably. So, the first role that my mother had at Warner Brothers was a very small bit part in what movie?
Ooh.
I'm watching.
Me too.
We have 2 people watching. I'm watching, but I don't know the answer. I mean, I can see it. Okay, got it. People are saying your book is really good, and they got it signed.
Singing in the Rain came way later. Andy Hardy, that's pretty funny. She would have been cute in that. 3 Little Words is a good guess, but
Oh, that is a good
that's
guess.
later though. That's a little later. That came. There it is.
Serena Ryan.
Serena Ryan got it.
Serena Ryan, you are the winner of Todd's.
And the
song
letters
book.
are backwards, but then trust me, that says daughter
And
of
she's
Rosie
the
and
one
Grady.
who asked for the book.
And she asked for the book.
She
You
suggests-
Oh, isn't that
she's one of the
funny?
yeah, she
So,
suggests-
did
You
you
are the
do you
one that
have?
suggested
Could
the
you
book.
do me a favor and throw up, double check her spelling? Just give me her first name.
Serena. Serena. Serena.
All right, one more time.
Serena.
Ryan.
No, I'll just do her first name.
Serena. Great. Okay, so that is coming. Barry, the movie was 3 Little Words. And is that the
No.
one that? No, what was it?
Daughter of Rosie.
Oh,
O'Grady.
daughter of Rosie O'Grady. Which was the one Debbie was in where she went boop boop dee doop?
That was the 3 Little Words.
Okay.
Okay, now.
That was a really good.
Now this is backwards, but there it is, and your evidence upside down and reversed that I just signed that to you. What I said there, I said to Serena, may the force be with you. In fact, I will say, may the force be with us all, because truly this is the time where we all need the force. And we got a little Jedi magic in this family, and we're putting it out to all of you.
Okay, so
Wait, one more gift, right?
yeah, we have one more
Number
gift,
4.
and it's really
Where did it just go?
it's small. Well, I have to get it out of the package. It's small, but it's
Mighty.
It's awesome.
Beautiful.
All right, and we'll do a little history on it.
Well, hold it up.
Okay, so this is
Go
a
close.
ceramic.
Super close.
This is a ceramic pin. See?
Now, some of you may know what this is. This was the pin we made for the memorial, and a obscure little artist drew this, and we picked it up off the internet. You remember his name? Was it
Ricky LaChance.
Ricky LaChance.
So if you
And
like
we
this
made
work,
we made a bunch of these pins, and anybody that donated money to the Thalians at the memorial got one of these pins, but there were only a couple of hundred of them made. I have a handful of leftovers. So it's really hard to get since the memorial is over, and it's not like this is a common item. Turn it around so you can see it's a pin back.
Uh-huh.
And if you notice, the whole time I have been here, take that down, I have been wearing one, as well
There you
as
go.
the Salvation Army pin, because the Salvation Army people have been a major part of our family since going way back. And they have been at every Carrie event.
And the
posthumously.
Salvation Army band comes and plays Leia's theme.
Song. It makes me cry
Yeah,
every time.
yeah, they're
but
so
the
good.
Salvation Army is an awesome organization, which right now I suspect they're working their asses off. I guarantee you they're working their asses off.
Yeah.
Well, the Carrie Memorial Pin will be next up, so we probably should do like a Carrie trivia thing.
For this one?
For this one.
Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Ricky, R-I-C-K-Y, LaChance.
Yes.
LaChance.
Look him up, in
Look him
fact.
up on Facebook, because this artist just did this on Twitter, and I saw it and I screen grabbed it for Todd because it was right after they passed away,
course.
and it just slayed me. And I said, Todd, you have to see this. So the artist, I think it's L-A-C-H-A-N-C-E. It might be
Ellie.
L-E-C-H-A-N-C-E.
We don't sell them. You can contact him. I don't know what he's got.
Any pins, but he has the art. And should that change, that we have them made, then we'll let you know. But we license this with Ricky.
Well, if anybody,
So
if
that-
there was
so
enough
that-
people that wanted them, we could have a batch
Yeah.
made, but we would give him a percentage of all
the
the and then we'd
sales.
give all
Yeah.
the proceeds
This is
to the
Ricky
charity.
LaChance's art, and a lot of people have stolen his art since this, which is just terrible. But so he will draw this for you or something. Ricky LaChance, he is absolutely wonderful. So when we ever make these, which I don't even know, we've made them for the memorial, and I think for something else.
Well,
Mark did.
just charity stuff.
They-
So-
Okay, yeah, charity stuff. So anyway, here it is.
The one they collect them, Paula Baker.
Paula Baker.
She
Paul-
wants
I've seen-
one,
Hi,
she
Paula.
collect them.
Oh,
Well, we can, if enough people would put in the request, we could probably
Yeah.
put something on Kat's Cosmetics website
yeah.
as a secondary. Can we do that?
We would do that, but what we'll do is we'd contact
Everybody
Ricky,
wants
let him know, have them made, and then Ricky would get paid for his work. So this might not be a
Bad
bad
for him.
idea. So
Well, it has to be done through your website. That way we could track it properly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, but this one, of course, is just for knowing something.
okay, this is from our collection from the memorial.
Okay.
All right. So
What was... Now, wait, I have to write down the answer for you guys.
yeah.
Okay, well, this is... Okay.
Oh, I'd love it if you would make a charity for bipolar families like ours and put some stuff online. So many people have this in their family, and as you know, Carrie was bipolar, and
Okay.
it's great. Anyway, if we get enough people that like it, then we can have them made. But
What
Here we go.
was Carrie's first in-movie, on-camera, famous line?
wait a minute, make that more.
On camera, you guys have to watch because if I'm talking, I'll
Okay.
talk to the camera. On camera, in her first movie, this is her debut movie, she's 16. My mother was highly offended by this line.
They had to say the whole name.
It's just very simple, one line. She says this line to Warren Beatty.
Oh, here we go. That's huge.
Okay?
Yeah.
Who got it?
Who got it?
Lisa.
Lisa,
I see.
Someone weird, she said the whole name.
You got it?
Yeah. Lisa
There you
Somerville.
go. See? There's Carrie dropping that F-bomb again.
And look at Ryan
I
got it.
snuck it into the
Hey,
show
Cindy
again.
Harris, I miss
Two
you.
F-bombs in one night, ladies and gentlemen. And I
Yes.
did it without offending anybody, right?
I'm just a passenger here. I don't really know.
I
about
don't know what to say.
No, it's all good.
It's all good.
Okay, so here
Wait,
we
there's
go.
a great story that I can tell with that. Okay, so here's the great story. So Carrie makes this movie called Shampoo. Great little movie with
Hey,
Warren
that's
Beatty.
why I took up hair.
Is it?
Yeah.
Bobby was inspired because Warren Beatty got laid all the time, so he thought if he became a straight hairdresser, he could get laid all the time. Clearly, that was his motive. Back to the point. Warren Beatty casts Carrie in this teenage girl of a very rich woman, and so the scene is.
Don't say.
I'm not going to say it again. No, we
Yeah.
did 2 for 1 night. I'm satisfied.
That's
And in the kitchen, Carrie and Warren are together, and he's hitting on her sort of gently, and then she says the line that you just saw. Now, that came to my mother in what's called sides. So these are just a couple of pages of what the actor is going to do, especially if it's a small part. Don't even give you the whole script, just give you a page. You go in for a reading to try to get this part. So Carrie goes in and brilliantly delivers that line, which she, of course, becomes famous for forever. And my mother is like, no way, you're not going to say this. So my mother knows Warren Beatty, calls him up on the phone, actually goes to see him and says, now, dear, do we have to use that word? Can't we say screw? And Warren goes, Debbie, it just doesn't deliver the same point. We really have to go with the F-bomb. And my mother was like, and they have this little debate. Now, then she finally gets to the whole real concern here, which is not so much the word. It is, Warren, I just want you to know if you touch my daughter, I'm going to have you 86th. Now, in the old days, we all knew what that meant. That means 8 miles out and 6 feet down. I mean, she was giving him the don't touch my daughter. Now, my mother told this story to me long before I got to talk to Warren about it. But at the Academy Awards, just a few years ago, 3-4 years ago, I'm in the elevator with her. And it's for some reason a very long elevator ride. And I got the whole version of the story from him. And he verified the story so much so that he said he was actually afraid to even say something wrong to Carrie that she might repeat to my mom, because she thought that my mother was scary.
You know what's interesting? You had an elevator ride when we went to the Academy Awards.
And that
was
did
3
too.
years ago. So we had 2 separate elevator rides because there were too many people on the elevator. My ride was with the winner of the Academy Award for Best Actor that year. Remember? Mm-hmm. And so we got to the bottom, and I never, ever, ever jump into somebody's space, you just have to gauge the situation. It's just me, I mean, I don't mind when people ask me for anything wherever I am, but it's just, he just won the award. It was still warm in his hands, and I was like, selfie? And we got off the elevator, click, and so there it was. It was Casey Affleck indeed. And then while I was doing that, he was on the elevator with Warren Beatty.
Verifying my mother's story.
Verifying stories. The doors open, and I'm like, oh,
so
he is a handsome man
My
still.
mother was infamous for, great storytelling. And her famous line to go with that was, never get the truth. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah.
And so I did always have to kind of verify her stories. I mean, if you cared. Generally, I didn't care because the story was so good, it didn't matter. But sometimes you really wanted to know, did that really go down? And did she really scare Warren Beatty? Why would he
Brian, good. Her mother in the film was Lee Grant, who won an Oscar for that film. Brian
Good
Abramson.
trivia.
Okay, listen,
Now, I
we're going
wouldn't
to go.
try to torture anybody with that. It was already obscure enough, right?
We're going to go because we've been on long enough. We want to thank you for spending this time with us.
Did we get 5 out?
We did.
5 giveaway items.
Yep. And we'll be back tomorrow night. I will be here at 3 p.m. tomorrow PST.
What are we going to do on giveaways? Do you have
I don't
something
know,
good?
but
it
I'll be
could
doing-
just be anything.
I'll be doing a makeover.
It could be a new car.
No,
Yeah,
it's not
sure.
gonna
No,
be
it's
a
not
new
going to be a new car.
car.
Okay.
No. But
Door number 3, washer dryer.
I will be on at 3 o'clock tomorrow with a makeover if you want to come watch, ladies. And, I'll do a makeover on myself, show you some cool tips with stuff you might even have at home. And thank you. God bless you. We're all in this together.
Wait.
It's going to be, it's
Close
going to be, okay. It is. Just we have to do our parts, which we're doing right now. And so we might as well have fun doing it. They're working hard. I think I have a real good feeling. Let me tell you, I have a good knower. So I'm feeling pretty good. And no, very good. About things. So let's just do what we can while we are. All right.
God
Here comes
forbid
the
you-
closing.
God forbid you say you're feeling good about this. I mean, there's some people on TV Read I getting a hard time when they say
No,
that.
I know, but what I'm saying
No,
is
I
I'm
think it's
feeling good
fine
that we're
to be
not going to
optimistic.
be in this
As opposed to
for as
being-
long as people think we could be. So here we go.
Here we go.
Saying good night.
On the close, here comes Debbie's little slippers. She's watching the moment. Here we go.
There's no place like home. And it's a good thing because that's where we are. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much for coming. You cheer us up too. So we all get something out of this. Have a great night. I love you.